Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago.
Hello, this is Divine Sunshine back in here with, I'm saying, what's cooking in the kitchen with the readings. So while I'm waiting for everybody to come on the playground, I just wanted to hit this up real quick and just kind of tap into the energies to see what this Aries moon, what's going on. And definitely we know, being an Aries, understanding that when we talk about the Aries, we're talking about self, independence, always the initiator. Aries is a cardinal sign, really quick to starting things and getting stuff done. However, at the same time, sometimes our impatience has a tendency that we can burn ourselves out too as well. Looking at the cheat sheet, like they're saying about Aries: active, ambitious, assertive, competitive, courageous, creative, enthusiastic, extroverted, free, individualistic, naive, self-assured, headstrong, impatient, said that already, pride, quick and quick-tempered. Interesting. What jumped off to me is about the competition. Right now, for us in the energies, we should be looking at the competition is just us. So, looking at, and we're competing with ourselves. That's the main thing, especially with us trying to get everything online clear. Right now, this Aries, definitely we know it's about action and about self. What is the soul's journey that is asking us to take? It's adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Interesting, because I had just read something about the angel number 1881, which had been shown to myself, shown to me, and saying how we're pretty much in that number is aligned for everything that's destined, but it's also a process that one has to go through in order to actually get to what you're destined. It's like you already are for that very thing, but you have to make sure that they're understanding that it's not like a quick, you're going to get there, but it's steps to this. Interested in adversity. I talked about this is almost a continuation from the last one. I talked about iron sharpening iron, about the Popeye and the spinach, and understanding that even through this adversity that might show up. Excuse me, I'm trying to see why this looks so. This might can help. Is that much better? Okay, I see a light. Through adversity, would be able to actually help us. It's almost like a tension, this tug and pull, and it's showing me almost like tug of war, where it's like it's tempering itself, but it's showing me like a pulling this away, pulling that away, pulling this way, pulling that way, until you do that. I know in sewing I had a thing that, if you pull a thread, and I remember it was this real sharp dress, and I still have it to this day, but now I got the COVID-10. I don't know if I'm able to fit into it unless I lose some weight. However, at first I was like, forget it, I'm not going to get it. It was like a real, it's a Tory dress. It's a very, by a designer. And I was saying, I don't want the dress, but it was cute because it was made out of my sorority colors. That I was like, I want this. And I was like, no, it's got snags in it. You can't do it. And soon after, the lady said, well, I'm going to take it up to alterations. We could see what we could see if we could save it, because it had like 3 snags that was torn out of the fabric. And I was like, they can't fix that. By the time she gave me back the dress again, it was brand new. And I remember me even I went to school for fashion, how they told us how you got to kind of like pull it and pull it and pull it this way and pull it that way in order for you to be able to get the fabric to go back the way it's supposed to. This is what's being shown to me. It's like, again, you might be finding yourself being pulled in all different types of directions. I'm feeling like, again, chaos. But however, in that chaos, there is still a smoothing out of making sure everything falls into place, but it's going to look like you're almost like a cross, that Christ consciousness. You might be pulling north and south, east and west. in order for you to do that. And it's understanding it's got this wheel. This looks like a lighthouse, for you to really truly be able to know where you're going. You've got to be, for this to be in that lighthouse energy right now. You can use exploring too. It's going to be a lot of positive, a lot of things, but be a light unto yourself. This is what is bringing this to me. It's like, again, all these things going on, but still know where the true north is, because it's almost like a compass, this being shown there. But it's about this. They keep on showing me these circles. It's about this wheel of life, and it's circling about where you are. We're not even talking about the connection and the other person or the other side of you, which is your twin. You call it the other side of you. So we're not on there. We're talking about where are you. So understanding right now your soul's purpose is understanding in adversity and all of the lessons that you have learned. It has brought you to this point. And this is what, again, the action that in Aries wants you to understand as far as you looking at self. How have you learned from the adversity? How have you learned from being pulled north, south, east, and west? Has it helped you to understand what's your true north? Has it helped you to understand where you are in the center of things? Clear. Because the energies that's being brought to you right now that we're in right now currently is dealing with this is a lot with us being able to speak our voice, communicate where we are, have an appreciation to where we are, to really step into our victory with where we are, to really have self-worth with where we are, to really start to heal our brokenheartedness with where we are, to really strategize to where we are, and really understanding that once we have done all that we can, as my dad's favorite song is, just to stand or to rest and rejuvenate. I told you in the divine feminine energies, right now we're having an issue of understanding where we need to really enjoy the journey that came to me from the last reading, and that it's safe to love. We're really finding in the divine masculine energies really taking like a step-by-step process of looking at every detail. And again, looking at every detail within in our divine masculine energies, at times we become impatient because it's like, I looked at this already, almost like kids in the car. Saying, they go McDonald's. You say we was gonna stop at McDonald's. They go McDonald's there. They go McDonald's there. They go not McDonald's when we stopping. And it's like, again, they go to Twin Flame there. They go to Mission there. There goes it. Oh my God, when is we stopping? Man, I done seen so many opportunities for me. We was the Twin Flame. When is it gonna stop? And so this is what we are with like Source in those adversities and those different things of where we're showing up and being. Has also shown to us that, again, really building more of a foundation. This is where Source wants us to really truly understand that all of this is really getting a firm foundation to where we are. And this is what this moon is bringing to us, is a really awareness. The catchphrase been in my classroom is self-awareness, awareness of self. It's not about awareness of your twin, because if you know awareness of where you are, you have a good awareness of what's happening with your twin. It's beautiful that they are there. If you do have them in communications with them, they still kind of reflect that mirror. For some, it might be a distraction. I will tell you that, because it's like, okay, just once I think I got a good handle on what's going on with me, and here comes the twin or the other side of me, brings up another aspect that say, oh my God, I ain't thought about it. Am I? Like having a conversation with the twin, and I was like, you spoiled. No, you're spoiled. And I was like, wait a second, am I spoiled? Maybe I am spoiled. I was like, damn, I didn't think I was. But you might, who knows me best and who could point that out is the other me. The other side of me. Okay, maybe I need to check that out. Maybe my definition of not knowing that I do try get everything that I want and make sure I get everything. Maybe that is. So that is something, again, some of you, again, I would say it's a way to look at it from another point of view, that you're blessed in some ways if you're even in that kind of separation phase, because it's like, here's another layer I've got to kind of like throw in there. When I don't have the twin there, I can really focus and think of self of what I got to fix. Here you come, bounce something else in the plan in the monkey wrench that you're like, okay, now I'm spending on this too. This is a lot of damn spinning. It's like another plate. I just mastered this plate. Now I got to spin this plate. And now I got to spin this plate. And so again, but it's lucky again, because again, instead of you trying to scratch your head and figure yourself out, it's always good that somebody on the outside has a good perspective on things, and it can help you to get there much faster and quicker. So again, there's a double-edged sword about everything, about that, having that advantage as well. So I'm saying again, either way it goes, it's good that you're able to have that ability with or without the twin. Again, just with everything has a pros and cons to it too as well. So that's the energies that this is bringing us in. What's the action? I'm just going to do an overall action. What's the overall action that they want us to move into? And I'll move into it. I'll do the divine feminine energies. Clear. Within ourselves, in our being, the action that, again, that they want us to take in this Aries moon energy is to find joy. And that goes back to what I talked about in the earlier part, which is in the divine feminine energies, taking joy in the journey, not so much about the destination, finding joy within, just finding joy with the adversities, about how could you look at things and see about what's the lighter side about things, what is the great things about that's happening to you, and how you're learning from that. Just like I told you in the last one, or maybe it's the podcast, I can't remember, where I'm saying I'm finding gratitude and just saying thank you for being, thank you for being a friend, travel down the road back and back again. That is one way I would say is helpful for us to be able to just find a joy in the adversity. Okay, in our divine masculine energies, what they're saying is, for the divine masculine energies, is to raise the vibe. Interesting enough, I would say, is to keep yourself in the high vibe at all times. And keeping yourself in the high vibration helps to attract those things in the 3D as the divine masculine energies. I'm looking at this card right here, and it looks like, to me, it's like a person, like the divine feminine energies within us is like, shh, take it. I watch a lot of light language and how they're using the words and their hands, and when they're talking, you can see them sending that energy to them and creating that energy, and doing all of these things with the hands and saying and all of this stuff to bring you that energy. So to me, when I'm doing that, I even felt that. Even when I'm doing that to you, it seems like the divine feminine energies within is bringing that language or bringing that light or that vibration to you. Because I look at the old lady, she does that, the singing coach. And when people are singing, she says, ooh, she can feel it. And to me, when she does that, I can just feel her like she's tempering the vibration in the song and the notes when they're singing. She's like, ooh. And, it's like she's really controlling the sound. When you're doing this to me, it's like at the same time, it's like they're really, the divine feminine energies is sending the energies to the divine masculine, so within, so without, to express the same thing. High vibe, and we know this on the twin flame journey. You keep yourself and you raise your vibration. You bring all that good stuff and that yummy stuff to you. That's the action that you want to, because again, we're right now in transformational times. We know these retrogrades are starting to kind of unravel and start, each planet is starting to go direct. These things are now that's being brought to you, as far as they're saying about these adversities and learning, seeing how are you able to apply what you have learned through these re-examination, being reteach. Even in the classroom, they have this, they do reteach it. We reteach the lesson. Of course, the test is going to come. So, of course, you're going to get reassessed on the same thing over again to see, have you learned? I would say, again, with all these directness and these planets going and moving forward, and for that time of us having those periods in which we went through these retrogrades throughout all of the planets, and some of them, I'm understanding, is not going to even unveil themselves or really truly show anything until the 1st of January. Again, and some of them saying these union windows are opening. Some of us have already had the union with ourselves, and also taking that union energies that we have as far as in the Aries, taking it forth as far as independence and self. And we got that Libra aspect there too as well, which is about partnership, and it's about the connections with self and how you're relating with yourself now with this adversity. So things, again, with these Aries moves is going to let you know that I'm hearing them say it's not going to be all just ease on down the road. There is going to be a transformation. There is going to be some beauty in the beast moments where, things are going to come and be like, wow. And you're like, like, wait a second, I ain't scared of you. What you talking about? And those kind of things are going back and forth and really tempering yourself till you really find yourself stood out. Yeah, I seen it. Okay. And also knowing that it is a tempering of the ego, of the temper, of the knowing of self, of where you are into you kind of all levels, levels off into where you are. Again, you stay the course, stay where you are, lot of understanding where you are and making sure that you are still centered and grounded. And no matter what these adversities that come to you in your feminine energies, make sure you find the joy in things. And then also in your divine masculine energies, making sure that you're raising the vibrations. And so that's what the Aries moon is bringing to us, an understanding of all those things that's going on, that we truly find union with self, so within, so without, so that we can understand that it's also asking for us to make different choices this time as we come out of these energies in these shifts. So remember, again, some of us are already in the full moon energies of Aries and take that action to make that shift and change in our perspective, like I said from last time, and so that we can move on forward into the shadow. You got 3 days after, which I think is the 9th or the 10th, is when the full moon is happening. And so we still kind of deal with that a little bit more. Use these energies to your advantage. Journal some, again, about the things that you want to, as far as to release and to let go during these times, about these adversities, helping yourself. Some of us might even be asking ourselves, how can we deal with these adversities? Ask your angels, your guides, how we can be able to deal with this even stronger and even more with the adversities, whether it's the ego, people outside, the job, those things, and how to be victorious in this knowing of how we could be able to communicate and appreciate and heal our brokenheartedness, find our value, and then also strategize so that at the end of the day, we can rest and recuperate and rejuvenate. All right, then. Thank you so very much for this. I want to jump on here and give you this as well because I know I got a busy weekend. So I want to make sure I gave you these Aries things. Aries, new moon energies. All right, then. Until next time, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste and Namago. Love you as always. If you need anything, services, look at the description box below. All right, until next time, be talking to you real soon. Hello. Okay, I forgot. I'm going to finish up me and my little trusty co-host here about the destiny. I want to do one thing. So at the end of understanding for the Aries moon, you're going to pick a card for me. You're going to pick a card. Whoa. This Aries is going to bring, you got my little figure, this is my baby, fulfillment, a change, more into the flow, and his sister looking at you, and wisdom. Interesting. So fulfillment, like the peach, I see the moon, and this is the full moon. Okay, so you're going to be peaches and cream to me. Okay, so again, I dropped some food on me. I'm sorry, I dropped some food. She just licking the food off of me. I sure did. I bought some food, sauce on me. So you're going to be more fulfilled, like a peach. Everything's going to be peachy keen. There's going to be a change here too. I'm interested about this merry-go-round. To me, that goes back to that joy and that fulfillment, like onto your childhood, which is going to help you to elevate and to ascend to the next level. It's going to be dreamy, and dreamy changes, helping you to go into the flow. All this moon energy coming out in these cards, really in your emotions. That's very still. I think about like the 23rd Psalm, where it's talking about ways you're walking, stillness of the river of the water, understanding that calmness, too as well, that you shall not want. He lieth me next to the still waters. Those things, it restoreth my soul. So those things about keeping in the flow emotionally will help you to do that. And you're going to become wise. I'm going to say, to me, spend a lot of time next to the water. The water is going to be able to help you to get your strength on things as well. And so then again, like a mermaid, like him in the song, like a virgin, touched for the very first time. Virgin would mean to me is, again, creating your own version, but then a virgin, which is mean becoming brand new by this wisdom that you had accumulated from all these retrogrades that had happened, and you're going to become getting more in depth into your emotions. It's going to create more wisdom. And that's through that adversity of this push and pull. All right, then, I just had to come back on there for that one. I totally forgot. I said I was supposed to end it with what the Spirit say, what you're destined with. All right, then, so with my trusty co-host here, Ebony. All right, then, and as always, again, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste and Namago. All right, then, till next time. See you.